How do we get this low? You come over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Probably let you go. I know I can be cynical, make everything difficult, but it will take a miracle now to fix our problems. How come we're holding on? 'Cause really I don't see the benefits now, and you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime.
Welcome to free live tarot readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. What is going on? Matapata, hello. Andrew, Wolfie, welcome back. Wolfie, it's good to see you. Crystals and Paint, welcome back as well. Blah is here. Blah is here. Blah wants to know about someone punched him straight in the head. Someone punched Blah straight in the head. Will the police reopen the 2018 assault case? Linda, welcome. Andrew, welcome as well. It's good to see all of you today. Star Bright, Starlight, first star I see tonight, welcome as well. So let's do that. Let's do a little bit of that action there. Blah, are the police going to reopen the case? Is it going to be a thing? Let's find out by using literally everybody's favorite. Okay, well, not really, but you know, a couple of people's favorite. The Waterfall Tarot is going to be there. The Waterfall Tarot will let you know what it thinks. It will give Blah, saying Blah, it'll give you its 2 cents, you know? It's going to say whether they will or will not. Yeah, let us definitely check that out and see how that is going to go. 10 of Cups. Oh my, that looks challenging indeed. That does. That 2 of Wands, sort of like reopen it. Oh, the 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to say no, just based upon what I'm seeing here. Modern Muse Tarot, Sarah and Paula, welcome tonight. Good to see you. 10 of Cups does say that they consider it closed. They consider it not really resolved per se, but they consider it, you know, old habits and old information, not something that they may want to deal with right now and whatnot. 5 of Cups has this dissuasion from reopening it. So yeah, not really happy about that. Modern Muse Tarot, thank you for your donation. So will they be happy about it? Will this be something they really want to do? 5 of Cups says, not so much. 7 of Pentacles says, there's not much there. In other words, it's not like a murder case or something where they ended up, not like a murder case where they ended up, you know, saving all the evidence and putting it in a file like you see on the CSI episode or anything like that. It just seems like as for that it goes, they seem to be pretty much all set. At this point, they see it. You know, we did the work. The work is here, and we're taking a break from it. Not what we really want to do. And we're moving on to something else. So it definitely feels like they're moving on, getting into the next thing. I'm going to say no. I'm giving it a thumbs down. Giving it a thumbs down. So, Blah, sorry about that. It doesn't look, by the way, I clicked the wrong things. It doesn't look like that's something they want to deal with right now. It just doesn't. Nabanita, or no, Nabanita, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good to see you. And Star Bright has a question as well. Star Bright, it is good to see you. And, thank you for that donation. Modern Muse Tarot wants to know, general reading, can we get a little general action up in the stream? We just warming up. We just started. And I think that we're going to be okay. I think that we're going to be okay because the Golden Art Nouveau, is going to give you all the secrets. It's going to tell you straight up what it thinks. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't delay. It's gonna lay it all down. By the way, if you like this cloth, they're now on sale for my Etsy for $25 if you want one. If you want one, it is on sale right now. You can have one indeed. Okay, more waterfall tarots are coming in as well. So there you go. So what are we doing for a general read here? It does feel like, okay, Modern Muse Tarot. A lot of sort of the stretch goals that you're trying to get in, a lot of the things that you've been reaching for, a lot of sort of the challenges that I think that you had, at least had a grip on, it seemed like they're slipping away somewhat. You do have a couple of things that are slipping away. They're not making themselves available. They're not being as friendly as you want them to be. You would love to sort of get into that action. Wolfie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You'd love to get into some new action. You'd love to sort of dive into some new things, but there are some challenges getting into that. One part is that you've lost a lot of motivation. You just lost a bit of that motivation, some of that Queen of Cups, some of that passion, some of that water of water just seems to not really work out as well as it could. The choices I think that you make from here out, one of the things to sort of queue up on, one of the things to sort of get excited about at this point, Emma, thank you for your donation, is sort of some of the various choices that you have are choices that involve other people. Because I think that's where you need to focus your efforts right now. Choices that involve other people, choices that clearly will affect not only you, but friends, family, and things like that. Those are going to be one of the things that you need to focus on. Restrictions aside, I don't think those last forever. You do need to focus on that. But as far as sort of going forward, one of your biggest things, I think in the next 2 months, you have a little bit of a sort of a weird time to where it's almost like somebody's trying to drag you into either a trip or into something else, or they're trying to drag you into a situation you don't really want to be in. Not really optimal for anybody, but it's definitely one of those things where if you can get a chance to do something, to get an opportunity, it's best to do it with other people. So there you go. That's basically a general reading. Modern Muse Tarot. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. A little bit. I mean, I'm just saying. CFK loves how the deck is easy to read indeed. Ray Mines, welcome. Sel, welcome to the stream. Good to see you as well. All right, we got a lot of donations. Crystal and Emma, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. Star Bright is meeting up with Adrian. Meeting up with Adrian. I don't think it's the Adrian from the Rocky movie. I don't think it's that one. If it is, I could be mistaken. If it is Adrian from the Rocky movie where he says, "Yo, Adrian," all the time, it could be. I'm definitely not ruling that out. You know what I mean? I'm not ruling that out, but I'm just saying I don't think it's that one. So we'll assume it's someone different. And how will the meetup go in April? That's going to be a thing, and figure out how that is going to be. Tasha, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. So let us see. Boo Boo is here. Boo Boo, welcome. How are you doing? How will the meetup go? Judgment. Oh, nice. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It's interesting. It's interesting. You see a lot of potential in this particular person. You see that they have a lot of good things. They have a lot of that potential, and they have a lot of sort of action oriented personality. Well, they just not going to just sit there and do nothing. They're definitely going to pick things up. They're going to run with it. They're going to go forth with that. And you see that with judgment. This is a very launching type of personality, a very personality that takes what they need. They're going to go forth with their ideas and whatnot. They're really not going to hesitate along with that. Four of Swords says that as far as the meetup goes, it seems that something's a little off. Not too bad. It's not too bad, but the Four of Swords says there seems to be, maybe I need to reevaluate some things. Maybe I need to look at the situation from another perspective. Maybe I need to ask somebody else what they think about that, because the Page of Pentacles with that Four of Swords is almost like a delay. Like maybe I'm not ready for this particular thing right now. And you're sort of looking at a little bit of buyer's remorse almost halfway through, right? Where again, you do have that Page of Pentacles. Like, I don't know how much I really want to dive into this. It feels okay. The Ace of Pentacles feels like there are potentials. There are some things that I see that I like and whatnot. But the Page of Pentacles, I'm really sort of hesitant in a way. Maybe not now. Again, a bit of buyer's remorse as far as Adrian goes. Overall, it looks pretty good. You have a lot of potential. You have some good things that are going to be sort of there, right? You also have Judgment card. In other words, it feels like that you're launching into something bigger and better. It definitely feels like you're going into the next stage. But again, maybe not now. This might not be the best opportunity to sort of get that through there. But yeah, there is that. There is that. By the way, I'm dog sitting. So if you hear dogs go absolutely bananas, that is because Christina came in. And I got to close the door at that point. So prepare your ears. I will try to mute. Yeah, Wolfie, what does my soul want from me? Hopefully they want something decent. Hopefully it's not indecent, because that'd be kind of awkward. What does the soul want from me? What is a good soul deck? I'm thinking maybe the Vox. Maybe the Vox Tarot would be a good soul deck. I mean, if I had a soul, I would use the Vox. I would say that the Vox Tarot is definitely going to be one of those things that makes it all right, that makes it okay. So yeah, if I had a soul, it's like the lion from Wizard of Oz. If I had a heart, or a soul, or anything like it, if I had one of those, I would use the Vox Tarot to read it. That is for sure. Because the Vox Tarot is a beautiful deck with a bad box. The box needs work. Somebody needs to find the box designer and basically kick them in the shin fairly hard, and just say, look, that's not in a good box. Nobody thinks that's a good box. You need to go fix it. You need to just rewind time and go fix that. Maybe a version 2, that's fine. The deck is so beautiful. I mean, you can't be spoiling it like that. Boo Boo, the thought for the weekend. Boo Boo is daring tonight. Boo Boo is all sorts of daring, walking on the tightrope tonight. What does the soul want, though? Knight of Pentacles. I think the soul loves the stability around sort of your day-to-day routine. I think you got it down. There's no questions here. You have it down. There's not really a gray point here. There's not really a confusion. You have your routine down. You have what you need down. You know what you want. You know where you're going. Knight of Pentacles is such a sturdy, stable card. It's got the wheat field all around. The wheat field they're very proud of. They're looking at sort of what they have. They're proud of what they have. I think that's sort of where you are at. Two of Wands, though, says that you want more choices. You sort of have this limitation on a lot of different things. And if something would just remove some of these limitations, you could have more choices, if you could have more variety, if you have some fun stuff in there. The Two of Wands says that would be great. It would. That is domain. Also points to, I'd like a little variance within that. Ace of Swords says also that some of the communication that you've been desperately trying to do, people just don't listen. Are they stupid? I don't think so. But They just don't listen. Some people may not take you seriously. Some people may not like your ideas. And it's like some of these are just objectively better things that you could sort of pursue. And if people would just listen to you, take your advice once in a while, it'd be kind of nice because there's some obvious improvements that some people just need to make. You do have two aces here. I talk about this in my new book, by the way. Aces are a new opportunity, something new, something fresh is coming in. And two aces together say there is something substantially big that's coming in, something new, something is going to bring you that variety, something that may bring more choices. I don't know. Two aces does say the opportunities are going to be fairly large once they do launch. I think you had another reading before this as well that hinted at something big was coming. I don't know, June, July-ish, but definitely something is on the horizon. I would watch out for that. And that is what your soul wants you to know. I mean, I love the Vox Tarot so much. I could go a whole day. With just reading with that one deck. I'm telling you now, that would be fantastic. His thoughts on me. Emma wants to know. What are their thoughts? What are their feelings? What are their general emotions towards you? The Tarot of the Divine is going to be good. By the way, if you're new to the stream, I have 2 new magic tricks coming on Tuesday. By Wednesday, I think they will be here. Anyway, if you're interested in this thing, it is my tarot tower, and I teach you how to make it for $20. You can make the tarot tower for $20, and it's pretty cool. It's not too bad to make. And it puts your tarot out there. They're easy to grasp or they're easy to play with. You can just grab whatever one that you need. You don't need boxes floating around everywhere because that sucks. Having 50 boxes and then having to undo the box and having to take the tarot out. Your number one problem with that method is it's going to kill your box. I don't care if you have a fancy box like this, or if you have an old rundown box, it's going to kill your boxes doing that over and over and over. So having them on display, having them just easily graspable whenever you need them makes life easy. It does. And if you don't want dust on them, then put a cloth over it. How hard is this, right? People come up with all these problems. They're like, wait a minute, T.O., what if dust gets on all of these? Won't it collect dust? Well, then why don't you put a cloth over it? Like a tarot cloth or something. Oh, okay. See, if you need simple solutions for complex problems, come to me. Just, I'll handle it. Come to me. Let me know what it is. Okay. His thought, they're going to be stupid solutions, but they work, and they work every time. All right. What are their thoughts on me? Back to the reads. 7 of Cups, High Priestess, and the Magician. They do see you as a source of fun. They see you as a source of fun. They don't see you as something super serious. We have the High Priestess. This particular person has other things that they're into. They have other items, they have other people maybe that, they're sort of scanning and looking at and checking out and whatnot. 7 of Cups kind of reinforces this. 7 of Cups is all about getting the choices, having opportunities with different people. And I think they're quite busy, maybe with other people, or they're sort of linked in where they have other opportunities. So you're not like the only opportunity. You're not somebody that they just think on constantly. High Priestess, a little bit of that secretive nature from the Popess. You read it in all the books. The 7 of Cups, we have options, we have availability, we have things going. The 3 of Wands, I'm constantly searching and seeking. Maybe I need something different. Maybe the grass is indeed greener on the other side of the hill. I don't know. But the Magician says that they have the confidence and the ability to sort of wander around and get whatever they need. If in the moment they wander around, get whatever they need. And you're one choice of many. So there is that. Anyway, that's sort of what the cards say. That is a pretty predominant message that is sort of trying to give there. That they have options, they have choices. And if you're, I guess, waiting around for this particular individual or whatnot, you may be waiting in line, basically. Anyway, will Ghosty ever talk to me again? Did somebody ghost you, Crystal? Did somebody ghost you? Something happened. Crystal, you got to share. Something happened, Crystal. Who ghosted you? Nobody should ever ghost Crystal. If you're on the stream, you need to never, ever ghost Crystal. I mean, I'm just saying. Somebody bought something on Etsy. Oh, well, somebody bought the cloth. Well, thank you for whoever bought the cloth. I'm not sure who bought it, but thank you. Let's see who bought it. It was Linda. Linda, thank you for buying the cloth. I will ship it on Monday for you because the post office here in this small town is only open Monday through Friday. If it was open Saturday, I would ship it Saturday. Okay. Anyway, see if somebody is ghosting Crystal. We don't need that to happen. We don't need, you used to work with this person, ex-best friend. Well, that's not good at all. Will they ever talk to me again? Let's see. Find out what it has to say. Linda, we will get that cloth to you as soon as humanly possible. Okay. The Hermit, 4 of coins, 2 of wands, the 7 of wands. First thing that you have, that you sort of see from this is, it doesn't look exactly promising, right? It's the first thing that it doesn't look exactly promising. I'm not saying like right now, but I'm saying that they do have an opportunity later. 4 of coins is a bit of an introverted feel. It's like I'm taking what I have. I'm keeping what I have, and I'm not really giving as much as I need to. I'm taking what I have. Sort of indicates that the people that the person that this sort of recognizes needs to be approached by you rather than them approaching you. Does that mean, so you need to take the initiative. You need to take the first step in getting that done. Hermit and the 4 of coins combination does, sort of sneak in a bit of that hint there that it is closed off. It is somebody who has a shell around them like a turtle. You are going to have to sort of break that shell, break in there, obviously with a nice way and whatnot. And you see that with the 2 of wands as well. The 2 of wands, dominion, the command over the lands and doing that. You may have to get in the driver's seat and give them the opportunity, or definitely open the door for them to talk, for them to sort of communicate again. It doesn't seem like they're going to do it dynamically, spontaneously on their own. And the reason is the 7 of wands. I think it's almost like the environment around this person is challenged. It really is. It's challenged. So they have more than the challenges that you're seeing. They have some extras. They have some things that they don't want to put up with. They have some things that they don't like. And that combination is not exactly doing them any good, basically. So 7 of wands, they have an environment. They've taken an environment from around them that is not conducive to be socializing and whatnot. Hermit, they've sort of closed off a little bit in the shell. You're going to have to take that initiative, be the 2 of wands, be the domain, and go forth and try that out. So, it's going to be a soft opening. It's going to be a little bit of coercion to get this person back into sort of the normal mode again, right? Tina, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you as well. What is up? Anne, how are you? Good to see everybody. It is Friday night. By the way, if you like what you see, if you like what you say, hit that like and sub button. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's YouTube know that I don't suck. And if YouTube thinks I don't suck, that's thumbs up for me. I'm just saying. Stephanie and Cassie, thank you for your donation. All right. So Ray Mines has a question. Ray Mines wants to know something. They want a love reading. A little bit of love. Everybody needs love. I mean, today especially, everybody needs some love. That's important. Let's get you some love right now. Let's put it on fire. Let's get you some hearts up in here and get you that affection, get you that love, get you some Dream Keeper Tarot action. That is it. That is it. That is it. All right. Let's see about that love. So Ray, are you single? I assume you are single. I'm just taking the liberty here. I assume you are single. Four of Pentacles, it's back. It's going to be there. It is going to be there. Okay, Ray. You have a couple of opportunities, a couple of sort of mixed opportunities here. One thing that you're going to notice, Rose, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. One thing that you're going to notice, by the way, Raina, thank you. Thank you for your purchase of the cloth. There you go. Appreciate that. One thing that you're going to notice is that you need to fail before you succeed. You definitely have to fail before you succeed. It is one of those things. It is one of those things where you're going to have a couple of bumps in the road in order to get some success. Four of Pentacles is basically that your ability to get out, your ability to sort of go forth, your ability to sort of, socialize and things has been really pulled back from the pandemic, from things going like that, from things being challenged and whatnot. I think that you run into some of these problems here. Eight of Wands is definitely don't give up, though. It's not something where you should just throw in the towel. You should just give up, go into the other corner. Eight of Wands says keep moving, keep going, and keep basically the effort and keep the energy going. That's going to be big and important here. Eight of Wands is obviously a movement card. It's sort of flowing through there. And it says that the more energy you put towards this, the more sort of feeling that you have the positive energy. It's going to help a lot. Four of Cups says you're not going to get what you need immediately. You know what I mean? Doreen and Midnight Meditations, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Four of Cups says you're not going to get what you want immediately. Definitely not. Definitely not there. The Four of Cups is challenge. It's just sometimes I just get things that aren't acceptable. Seven of Cups, though, has more variety. So the more variety you have, the more options you have, the better things are, the better things move. And the Seven of Cups has that positivity in there. So eventually you do get what you need, but there are some hiccups along the way. Keep the energy up, keep going. That is going to be the big factor. Especially don't sort of, close down. Don't sort of close it down and throw in the towel just yet. They have a lot of good things happening and a lot of good things coming as far as the choices and availability that you sort of need to get what you want at the end of the day. The weekend with the Thoth. The Thoth, the Thoth is kind of challenged on the weekend. If you don't know the Thoth, it is Aleister Crowley's deck, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I trimmed mine. Linda, welcome. You've already been here. Linda, thank you for your donation. I've had a bit too many drinks tonight, apparently. Yeah, that can be a good thing. That could be a good thing indeed. So the dryer and the washer are on the way. That's good. So I guess the stream should be over by the time you get here, which is good because there's going to be a lot of dog noise when you arrive. So best to do that after the stream. Okay, let's do some weekend action for you. Well now. You have one particular person that's annoying. I think they finally give up. I think that they're on the road to giving up. I don't think this is going to be something where they're just going to be hammering you the entire time. They're just going to be annoying you the entire time. Definitely something where they're eventually just going to just give up. That sour note that you feel, the sourness that you feel, is just going to kind of ease up. It's not going to be this bad. Definitely not going to be as bad. And you do have other opportunities. You do have some things in the future that are going to be bright, looking up, being powerful, being what you need to be. Especially this weekend, you feel like that you're in your own. You have more power. That's the bottom line this weekend. You have more power. You feel like you can manifest better. You feel like the money coming in from the stimulus windfall, is going to go to good use. It gives you power. It gives you opportunities to do some of the things and to and because I think you were in the planning stages of a couple of things, but you're just like, I really don't know. About these planning stages, but then the windfall comes And you're like, hell yeah, this is going to be fantastic. This is going to be great. Yeah, gives you that ability to do that. And again, it feels like that you're able to manifest things because you've been manifesting a little bit. You've had some hiccups along the way. You've had not everything go well. This particular person easing up on you is going to be a lot of relief. It's going to be like, oh, thank God. Let's move on to the next big thing. And that is the next big thing, is finding what you want to do. Because what you want to do, if you can focus on it, is going to be just juicy. It's going to go well. It's going to be on point. It's going to be on point. Because I think you're in that prime area to where you're like, I plan it. I know I can do it. Let me get started. Let me get started. There you go. Don't try to move your tarot tower with a lot of boxes on it. Yeah. Linda knows. Linda knows that thing is flimsy. So you need to unload first. You need to unload first. Tina, would you, translate your book to Italian? Let's see. Email send it do not work. Tina, I don't know. Are you offering to translate my book to Italian? That's a lot of words. I'm not sure what your rate is, but I'm not sure I can afford that. Even with the stimulus money, I'm not sure. Even with the big Joe cash, I didn't get any of it, by the way. But if I did, I still don't think it'd be enough. Lida, how are you doing tonight? Marina is back. Marina, welcome. It is good to see you. Cassie wants to know, how is the rest of March going? Well, good news, Kathy. If it's bad, it's like almost over. I'm just saying, if it's bad, it's almost over. So that's good news to start with. Let's see about that by using one of the rarely used tarot over here, the Golden Wheel. Why? Because I have a lot of freaking tarot decks. By the way, if you're interested in the True Black Tarot, it is going on sale again tonight in 2 hours. You have 2 hours where you can get, in 2 hours, the True Black Tarot will go on sale. Now, I hope you're sitting down because the damn thing is $85. So that hurts. I mean, that hurts. I feel like tarot decks in a couple of years are going to be the price of a car. It's like I can get a used Buick or I can get a new tarot deck. I'm not sure which I should need. I'm not sure which I should use at this point because tarot deck, $85 for a freaking tarot deck. Dr. Mystical host by Sunflower is getting it done. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Hooray!
Dr. Mystical, let me know what your question is. Ray, welcome to the stream. The rest of March looks like it's going quickly. Not because I know you're saying, the fat man reading the tarot right now is the biggest master of the obvious ever because he just said March is going quickly. It is. It's going much quicker than you expect. That chariot motion, that movement, that quick zoom you're getting from the chariot, combined with the Seven of Swords, that sort of backpedaling, a little bit of the backpedaling feel. Now you combine that with a Page of Wheels, it feels like that you didn't get a lot done, basically. You just didn't get a lot done. You were reaching, you were stretching, you were trying to get a couple of things knocked out. You just didn't get it done. I think because it moved quickly. Now, Cassie, I don't think you have that problem a lot. I think sometimes, though, you just get enthralled with something. You just get really focused on some things happening with that. And I think this is sort of where you get caught up in the mix. Page of Wheels says that a lot of things that you were reaching for, it just didn't get started. A lot of things that you said, I got to do this. It just didn't get started as well. The chariot, that motion, that quickness, that action didn't seem to be there. It didn't seem to be there just because of the fast motion with that. Nine of Swords says, don't give up. I think April's sort of a little bit of a restart for you. April feels like there are more opportunities. There are more chances of getting things done. April slows down a little bit. Plus, you have a little more free time in April. You have a little more resources, a little more free time, and everything is going fairly well. Everything goes fairly good with that. Now, you need to watch out for something is going on with, it's like a family member. You have sort of this family member dynamic happening. Ray, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So be aware that there's a family member dynamic happening in early April. You sort of have to not really prepare, but just sort of be cognizant that that is something that you have to deal with pretty quick, and not something you can definitely sort of just totally ignore and hope for the best, hope for the best kind of thing. But yeah, there is that. Anyway, all right. Paula, I was wondering if you'd deliver me an NZ and how much for shipping and packaging. Paula, let me find out. I'm not sure how much it will cost. Let me see. It's so small and light that maybe it's cheap. I don't know. Let me find out. I didn't do everything shipping right now is outrageously expensive. So I didn't put that international just yet. By the way, if you're in the queue, we are here and you are somewhere down here. So it's going to be a while, but I'm getting through it. I am getting through it. How does Solius currently feel about me? Let's find out by using the Art Tarot. The Art Tarot, you know you love it. I'm telling you now. By the way, this is only $60 freaking. And look at how beautiful and gorgeous and huge this is. I'm not buying the stupid True Black Tarot for $85. Does that include shipping? It's not on sale yet, so I can't see. I cannot see. I need somebody to tell me if I pay frickin' shipping on top of that $85, that's going to cause me to close the window instantly. There's going to be, the big X at the top right of your window screen? If I got to pay shipping on top of the $85, the window is going to be X'd out. It is going to be eliminated, and it is just going to vanish into the ether because, I got to see. Now I'm curious. I'm wasting time on the stream. I know all of you are waiting. I know. Let me look anyway. All right. True Black Tarot. Okay, I know it's $85. Let's see. Buy. Okay, sold out, so I can't. It's restocking in 2 hours. Yeah, I get it. Anyway, I don't know if it doesn't say if it's shipping or no shipping. I know the dude hand sprays it. I don't know. Okay, how do they feel about me? Four of Swords. Is this an X? Or is this an X? I'm just asking the question. The reason I ask is because we have a delay. Yes, we have a delay into getting sort of this home feel or together, or we have a sort of a delay that we need to get things done. Ten of Swords says there was a cutting action or there was sort of a termination of how things were going and whatnot. Hermit says we were both alone. Haley, thank you for your donation. We needed to be together, but we were alone. And it just doesn't seem like it seems to be working. Overall, basically, the story as it goes. Okay, someone that you're dating. You have an opportunity here, but it's going to be short, basically, is the translation. You have an opportunity here. I think the person is a good, comforting person. Is it somebody that you're just enthralled with forever? Is it somebody that you're just, oh my God, this is like my soulmate? I don't really think that mix exists. It just feels like that opportunity sort of slips by. It is somebody that's fun for a little bit, though. It's not somebody that's permanent. You got the Ten of Swords, that cutting action, that termination feel. In other words, it's not just going to be around forever type of thing. The Hermit, we're back alone. We feel like that we're alone. That doesn't mean necessarily that you're alone. It could mean that you're in a relationship and you feel like you're alone in it, right? Amanda, thank you for your donation. We're going long tonight. It doesn't mean that you're literally alone. It just could mean that you feel alone, which is not conducive to a good relationship. It's not conducive to going forth and making something bigger and better. Is it fun for a short time? Is it somebody you'd be comfortable with, have fun with? 4-1 says yes, absolutely. And everything else says maybe not for a long period of time. Maybe for not a long period of time. Speaking of exes, Amanda wants to know, about the ex, Amanda. Thank you so much. We're going to the next one, which is Rose. Rose is back. Now, Rose is the beautiful lady that I forgot to read for one day. She donated through Square. I completely forgot to read for her. I'm still apologizing. I mean, I never do that. I never do that. I am OCD as hell. If you know me, you're like nodding right now. You're like, yep, he's OCD. That is for sure. So my OCD failed me. I did not notice something and it completely failed me. It does happen. You pay shipping on top of the frickin' $85. Oh my God. No, that's not happening. I remember the old days when you would go to Baba Studio and you would buy the Bohemian Gothic or you would buy the Victorian Romantic, and that was like $75. In the old days, you were like, oh my God, that's expensive. But the new reality is that it's $85 plus shipping for some random tarot deck out there that the dude sprays with a brush. He sprays it with a brush. Congratulations. I'm glad that you can use a spray brush. I ain't giving you $85. Not happening. Okay. We'll have a side business with money coming in. That's all we need. That is all we need. The fat cash. Oh, man. And I've got good news for you. I've got good news for you, Rose. You're going to get the fat cash indeed. 10 of Pentacles as the starting card is just poignant. It's like a slap in the face. It's like somebody getting a cold water and just throwing it on top of your head to wake you up. 10 of Pentacles says, yes, you can get a side business with some fat cash. Some fat cash indeed. 7 of Cups says you need to limit your choices though. Figure out what you want to do first. Focus on that and make that the priority. If you keep changing your mind, if you like the 7 of Cups, if you're like Rose one day, you're like, hey, I want to make tarot cloths. Or the next day, you're like, hey, I want to make a tarot bag. And then all of a sudden, you want to do 50 different things. You need to focus on that initial thing until it grows and it becomes beautiful. It becomes rosy, like no pun intended, like the 4 of Cups with this beautiful flowering of everything sprouting, everything growing. That's going to be your key point. And then sort of dip your toe into the next thing. But don't do everything at once and just do mediocre with a bunch of things. You want to do one thing well, one thing amazing. And the King of Swords says the people will come. They will talk about it. They will communicate. They will say, Rose, person to be. It'll be like the tarot deck that's $85. They sell out immediately, but I'm too cheap to buy it. But they still sell out immediately. That's going to be the thing. If you focus on the one thing, do it better than anyone else. Do the one thing. Let it flower just like this card. And then sneak into the next thing. Just sneak into it. You don't have to dive into all of them at once. Because I think that you have multiple things. I think that you have multiple ideas. Definitely get that focus in. That is going to be the big thing for you. Will the collaboration with a big hospital work or not? Linda wants to know. And Linda, we are going to answer you with this tarot right here, which I don't use hardly ever. Tonight is the breaking the ground on the old tarots that I don't use a lot. Where the hell is it? I don't even think I have the thing anymore. It's probably buried underneath this mess in front of me. But if I did have it, it is called the Minimalist Tarot. I don't know. It's called something. It's called the something tarot. Yeah, the something tarot. I got it off Kickstarter. It was very expensive. No. This is back in the day when the Kickstarters were only $39. The old days. You know what I mean? Last year, the old days when tarot was $39. Will the collaboration work? 3 of Cups says absolutely yes. Absolutely, yes. We're doing the thumbs up early. We're doing the thumbs up early. Three of Cups is such a beautiful card for this because you're talking about a collab. You're talking about people working together. And when you have the Three of Cups enhanced by the Six of Cups, these are two gathering, joining forces cards. Huge, huge. Three of Cups especially talks about more than two people, more than three people. We have a collab going. We have people coming together, communicating. The Four of Swords, we're getting planning done because the Four of Swords is a delay card, but not a lot of translations that you'll read about this. It's a planning card too. The collaboration is about planning. It's about working the details. I'm going to get Linda's opinion. I'm going to get Sunflower's opinion. I'm going to get Christina's opinion. We're going to collaborate and find a good middle ground for that. And the Four of Swords, a planning card, is huge, especially sandwiched in between the two communication cards. Definitely going to work by far, not any problems. Does it work out long term? Do we have everybody agreeing upon everything? No, some people are going to walk out unhappy. Bottom line, they're just going to be happy, unhappy. I don't think some of these people you're going to able to make them happy in the first place. You are going to have that challenge. It happens with even the best of us. So sort of, that be that as it may, the collab is a hit. Huge hit. All right, let's see what we got next. Is the boo-boo thing? No, the boo-boo is next. Starlight Star Bright. How will the rest of my March go? Well, like I just said, if it goes terrible, well, then you got an opportunity to move on to April because April's coming soon. Heaven and Earth Tarot is going to be our key. It's going to be our key for this one for sure. Charisma joined, but I didn't say hello. Charisma, hello. Philippe joined as well. By the way, if you like magic tricks, I have 2 new magic tricks on Tuesday. When you see these magic tricks, you're going to rewatch the video 4 or 5 times. You're going to rewind it. You're going to be like, what the hell just happened? I need to see this again because my eye is confused and I don't know what just happened, but I need to watch it again because what? You're going to love these. These are going to be fantastic. How will the rest of March go? The Princess of Cups is a fun card. It's a fun card. It's an entertaining card. It's a card where we have emotions brewing. We have things happening. I think things are happening because you're on your path. You really are. Star Bright. You're on your path. We have the star for Star Bright. How can it go wrong? Newsflash, it can't. It just can't go wrong at this point. The rest of March is going to be good. You're on your path. You're walking the destination that you need to be on. And that queen says, especially next to the Empress, we have 2 big power cards here. I think a lot of things that have been in your way, a lot of obstructions that have been in your way are freed up. They're removed, right? Christine, welcome. How you doing? But a lot of these obstructions have been removed. They've been freed up. And it allows you more playfulness. It allows you more freedom and more creativity because that's where you really want to be. You know what I mean? Star Bright, I don't think you want to be stuck in a mode to where you're just walking the line. You're just doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. You're doing these boring everyday things. I think you need a little more creativity to spice it up, to move it to the next level. And that is going to be sort of where March is leading you to. Obviously, March doesn't wrap that up. We are on the end of March. We're on the 19th, by the way. It's more of an April into May. And I think at the 1st of May, the May the 8th, May the 10th, you have your big moment. You have your big moment. Star, you have your big moment. I'm going to go May 8th, May 10th, Star. Come back and let me know. I want you to come back and let me know if I nailed the date. Dr. Mystical, host from Sunflower, the hostess with the mostess, wants to know for Dr. Mystical. A little tarot reader reads it for you or something like that. What podcast should I listen to on my car trip next week? let's see which ones are going to be beneficial for you by using this tarot right here. Samantha's back. Welcome, Samantha. It's been a couple of days. How are you doing? So good to see you. All right. So I think Ben Shapiro is going to be your main podcast. I'm telling you now, the Ben Shapiro Show is going to be your main podcast, along with Andrew Klavan. It's going to be another one, and the Fox News podcast. I think between all of those, you are going to be in love. You are going to be in love and well informed about the big things coming. What has happened next? What is really going on? Rounding out those combinations is really going to be powerful for you. Moon Honey, welcome. That's a good name. How are you doing? Speaking of Moon Honey, we do have a honey on the moon. The moon says, find something intuitive that's going to be where you need to be. You need to go intuition. I think your podcasts are kind of limited. I think you need to stretch out. You need to go that extra mile and find a new podcast that's going to be something that you've never tried before. Could be some wild hobby you have on the side, like comic book collecting or coin collecting or board games, or something that nobody knows about, something that's your little secret that you really never really got into a podcast before. Try something different and varied. That's going to be where justice is too. Don't do the same thing. Don't do like this one type of podcast that you need to stick on. Don't do that. Vary it up, widen it up, make a big variety so you're not bored. Justice, get the balancing of the scales and get it unbalanced. It's going to be a thing. The Seven of Pentacles too, because I think that you sort of do your thing. You're in the same kind of habits. You do your same kind of habits every day. The Seven of Pentacles says, I go and I do the same things and I do the work. It's boring. It's boring. This person's like, I'm falling asleep with this crap. It's boring. Let's stretch out into the board game podcast, the card game podcast. Let's do some podcasts from coin collecting. I've always been interested in coin collecting. What the hell do they have to say? What's going on in the world of coin collecting? Christine and Samantha, thank you for your donation. Bartman, welcome to the stream. Bartman, we just started. We're waiting for you, Bartman. We just started. But the Three of Pentacles says at the end of the day, you want to have something to do. You don't want to be bored. And podcasts are so low volume, so low space. Load up, try a lot of them. Get that variety in there and get it in there. You know what I mean? By the way, if you're in the queue, you're going to be here a while. The queue is huge. The queue is pretty massive. I think we are here and you are somewhere in here. So yeah, it's going to be a minute. Ray, what do I need to know about my boyfriend? Well, hopefully this goes well. Otherwise, this is going to be kind of awkward. Is the boyfriend watching? Is the boyfriend watching right now? Is what we want to know. Because if this doesn't go well, that's going to be super awkward. It's going to be really awkward. Okay. Christina, by the way, let me know when you're coming over so I can close the door and before the dogs go ballistic when you get here. So if you're coming over after the stream, let me know that too. Okay, what I need to know about my boyfriend, the Ten of Wands. Sometimes he's a pain in the ass. That's what you need to know. Sometimes he's a pain in the ass. Sometimes he just seems like a little bit on the selfish side too. A little bit on the selfish side. That Ten of Wands, that encumbrance, that sometimes the boyfriend feels like less of a boyfriend and more of a either a nanny or somebody you need to take care of. So yeah, there is that. And sometimes it is imbalanced. You're like, I need to balance this out some because they're concentrating on this, they're focused on that, and yeah, it gets a little weird there. The moon says overall, you have a pretty good psychic connection. You have a nice little connection between you two. You do. You have a nice little connection. Everybody's a pain in the butt sometimes, even me. I know it's hard to believe. Christina can vouch. Even me, I'm a pain in the ass sometimes. But that moon says that that psychic connection, that feel-good connection that you have between each other, that's pretty powerful. And you can lean on that. You can rely on that. That has a lot of beef. That has a lot of meat to it. Overall, when you look back, you are going to love the memories that you're making now. You're going to love all the cool things. You're going to love all of these things, all of the sort of the mixture, the good, the bad. You're going to miss it if it's gone. I think that's sort of where you are going to end up. So overall, hang on there. The moon, the Nine of Pentacles, you got a good thing going. Keep it going. Keep it going. I don't see any deep, dark secrets that they have. I don't see any cheating. I don't see anything, substantially bad, but they do have a little bit of a pain in the butt side with them, especially with that justice. It feels like that it is uneven. Sometimes things aren't flowing well. Things need to be adjusted in order to work 100%. I think that's sort of true with everything. There you go. Doggy daycare tip. There you go. Thank you, Christina, for your donation. I appreciate that. We get a doggy daycare up in here. Need to get a muzzle for when they're aggressive with other dogs, but we can train them. We can train them. It's pretty easy to do. You just got to separate them out and train them and chill them out a bit. All right. Marina, why am I going through this? Well, hopefully not because of karma. We don't want you to have any karmic thing. By the way, if you like drooling, and you like seeing something that you want to buy immediately, go to Ciro Marchetti's site and take a look at the Legacy of the Divine tarot cloth that he just released. Because Jesus Christ, that looks amazing. And yes, I inquired about ordering it because the button is broke on his site. A little bit of website challenges going on over there, but the button is broke. So I did email them and trying to find out how can I purchase this, because my God, it looks good. Tarot Legacy of the Divine is an old deck. It's his first big deck, I think, isn't it? Or was that the other one, the Gilded? I don't know, Gilded Legacy. I think Gilded was first, Legacy was next, right? I think. Anyway, it was his first huge hit, as far as I know. Okay, so why am I going through this? Basically, you're being prepped. You're being warmed up for the next big thing. A lot of difficult times are because you need to be warmed up for the next big thing. You're in the cocoon. It is about to embrace into a butterfly. It is about to sprout. It is about to be the ace of spells. You have a new opportunity coming soon. Once this wraps up, once this goes through, once this finishes, and I think it's important when it finishes, you do have starlight. You do have an end in sight, right? Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You do have an end in sight. So I wouldn't fret too much about it. I definitely would not. Starlight does say that we have opportunities coming in there, but you're in the cocoon stage. And you have to go through this to get to the bigger picture, to get to that rebirth, to get to that ace, to get to the new things that are coming in the distance. You can see them. You're not totally just, embryoed in here. You do have a little outlet to see that, but you're going to have to go through that in order to get to the next stage. That is going to be the key point for you with this. Yeah, the Legacy of the Divine tarot cloth is possibly the most amazing cloth I've ever seen in my life. So I need to get that. I need to get that immediately in my life. I need to have that as fast as you can get it to me would be great. You know what I mean? Katie, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. In the meantime, Ray wants to know, is it worth my time to pursue the juicy job that I saw? And while we're drooling over the Legacy of the Divine, let's go ahead and use it. I mean, come on. Let's go ahead and use it. Let's do that. Let us do that. Kathy, I got your question in the queue. Thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much for that host, Sunflower. I appreciate you as always. We need to see Dr. Mystical asks, is the cloth up? Yep, it is up on Etsy. Link to the Etsy in the description, by the way. Ace of Cups. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be something that has a little bit of potential. Is it worth just dumping time into it? Is it worth just dumping a ton of time into it? I don't think so. I think there are other opportunities out there. I think this Three of Wands, these other seeking, the searching that's happening here, they're looking out, they are searching. I think that is the key component of the reading as well. It is the key component of the reading because the Ace of Cups says that you need what you need to, okay, you need a job that is going to be satiating and is going to be good in a lot of different ways. You don't want something where you're just going to clock in, clock out, and feel like crap at the end of the day. You want something that you can dump your passion into. You can be creative with. You can chase like you need to chase these things. That's going to be critical for you because having that job that you're motivated, having that job that where you can dump passion into it, having the network connections, the Three of Cups networking connections card is going to be critical for you to get this. Find the next big thing. Keep on searching. Keep on seeking. That is going to be critical for you. You want the networking connections. You want the passion. If you don't have that, and I don't think that you're going to have that. By the way, Legacy of the Divine. Here it is. You can imagine the cloth that comes with it. It is freaking stunning. And yeah, it is on his site now. I have not seen it there before. And I stalk Ciro Marchetti's site pretty regularly, I gotta say. I stalk it pretty regularly. Now, important to note, I don't stalk Ciro, I stalk the site because I'm interested in giving Ciro a lot of money, which I've been doing I've been on target for giving him a lot of money for many years now. So I don't know how much money I've dumped into that damn site, but it is not cheap. It is, it's been a hot minute since I have not checked that site every day. All right. Okay. The Hermetic Tarot is going to be for the next one, and that's for Haley. Haley wants to know, what month will I get the new salon business? We need an exact month and date right now. And that's what I want. That's what I want. Hermetic Tarot, I believe, is going to give it to me. I think it's going to tap out like a wrestler right now, and it's going to Morse code it to me. We're looking at the Devil, which is interesting indeed. That 15 action. We do have the Hermit. I know we're sort of -9 on there. 15 -9. Yeah, I mean, okay, we're looking at 6. And the Ace of Cups is 1. I'm saying July. I'm going with it, July. Ultraviolet is here. How are you doing, Ultraviolet? Good to see you. So basically, we're just doing basic math here. And we're ending up in July. What month will I get the new salon business? We're going with July. July is the final answer. There we go. We're rocking it tonight. We are rocking it tonight. We're literally rocking it tonight. Well, thank you, Dr. Mystical, for buying a cloth. We are we're rocking the cloths tonight. We're pursuing the cloth action. There's going to be a lot of cloths in the mail. A lot of these cloths in the mail coming soon. All right, Amanda, ex's feelings about me. Can we get back in the ex's pants? Is it going to be possible to get back in the ex's pants? If I want to get into somebody's pants, I would immediately take out the Super Lunaris Tarot. Because I think the Super Lunaris Tarot is going to be the key. I do not have a D Tarot. There was a D Tarot that's on sale. I did see it. It did have a lot of D's in there, but I did not pick it up. I do realize that
everybody loves the D.
But that particular D Tarot is just not for me. I'm saying that it could be for some people, though. Some people are really passionate about the D. If that's what you like to stroke. The X's feelings about me, the 6, the 9, and the 9, they feel like that they want to come back. They feel like that there are some opportunities, but we need to come back on a level that we can address some of the previous issues that we had. if we can't address those, if we're trying to just sort of make believe and living in the world of fantasy and make believe, we can do that. I mean, sure, we can do this. We can do a little bit of that dreamland, the dream keeper tarot. I can do that, sure. Is it going to work long term? The Knight of Wands has a lot of fiery energy. You already know about the fiery energy, and you need to let them pursue that in a safe space. You need to let them pursue that in a safe space, because if they get into a mode to where they're just like, I'm not really sure I want to, you need to have more of a productive relationship, more of a productive reunion, other than, everything's going bad. It's what you don't want. You don't want the fantasy land where, but they do want to come back. I think they still have feelings, but again, the things need to be addressed. Things need to be sort of fixed, a little bit of Band-Aid applied there. The dream of a Harry met Sally moment where they're just getting together and everything just magically, I don't think that's real. I don't think that's real for you and them, right? Will Neil and I ever talk again? Especially, this could be an ex, I don't know. Or it could be a buddy, I don't know. Either way, I'm going to tell you now who knows the answer. That is going to be the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. One of the decks I had to trim. To get Chiro's new deck from US Games. I'm waiting a hot minute for that one. Is that his last deck? Is that literally his last deck of cards? I mean, I'm kind of curious, because he said he was retiring because of piracy, right? Nah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. So will Neil and I ever talk again? Yes or no question. The answer is maybe. The answer is maybe. I think that Neil and you can Band-Aid things up, but Neil and you communicate on a bit of a level that's not conducive to a long communication. So not conducive to like this huge, long communication. I think that you need to sort of bring the communication up a bit, or up a level, and meet each other halfway, bring it up a level. That Page of Cups is that emotional connection just isn't really where it needs to be. To fix that, we get the Ace of Pentacles, trying to start anew, or trying to start something happening, or something moving forward with that. Ace of Pentacles says, hey, let's start something in a new realm. Let's get sort of a new level of stability. Let's approach it from a different angle. And the Seven of Cups says there is opportunities to do that. I don't think that Neil and you are going to be just completely separated forever. I do think that you end up, in a situation where you meet up again. Sort of a karma thing. I think Neil and you need to work out something. But yeah, you'll communicate again. You will. But you need to address the level of communication, how the communication goes and whatnot. And that is going to be one of the key points here. Yeah, that Seven of Cups is pretty key. You have a lot of ways to approach this. Find the way that's going to work, right? Kathy's house is covered in dust. Well, it's time to get one of those HEPA filter vacuums out. Those things work great. As a user of pastels, I am very familiar with dust and how much of a pain in the butt it is. And I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Not from the construction, but pastels in general. Okay, a general message. Let's get it done. Let us get it done and find out from Moon what the general message is going to be. Speaking of Chiro, speaking of Chiro, I had this on pre-order from like birth. I think when I was born, I had this on pre-order. So Ten of Pentacles says that stability is not something that you need to just be seeking out in exclusion to everything else. Does that make sense? I'd love to have stability, Moon. I'd love to have stability. But seeking that out at the cost of everything else doesn't work well. It just doesn't work well. And what you need to do is look for a broader scale of things to shoot for, a broader scale of things to sort of be in the queue. Because the Chariot says you're going to do something. You're going to be chasing something. You'll be chasing that passion. You're going to be moving forward into that next big thing. And the Two of Wands, you don't want to be in a situation where you're limiting yourself too much. And I think that's where you're at. Moon, you're limiting yourself too much. You're focusing, laser focused on things that may not need to be something to laser focus on, but broaden it up a little bit, Moon. Broaden it up a little bit. And within that broader scale, you are going to see other things that are going to give you ideas. You see other things that will give you the motivation and the sort of the inspiration to sort of redo some things that you need redone. And the Chariot says, chase that with all your heart. Chase it, do it, get it done. That's the bottom line. Chase it, do it, get it done. All right. We're ending soon. Well, not soon, but we are ending eventually. Well, I promise you that eventually we will end. We are here. And we're going to here. Christina just made a babysitter donation, and we got a couple down here. So let's go forth with the next biggie, which is Christine wants to know about love, and what would say love better than this deck right here, literally the Modern Love. They're finally here with the washer and the dryer. They're going to haul it up those stairs, and they are going to hook it up. And then hopefully the stream will be over by the time you get here. Hopefully. Hang on. All right. Hopefully we got some good news, because Modern Love is indeed modern, and we want some general message going through. Now, love is all about the mutual connections. The mutual connections. It can't really be one way. And you do feel that sometimes it is one way, and that's not what you're going to want in the long term. You're going to want something, again, with mutual connection, something that has beef to it, something that has merit to it. And that Seven of Cups says, although a lot of things look promising, sometimes they just aren't. And then we're back to square one. We don't like being back to square one. We like being in an area that's going to be fun, in an area that's going to be conducive to where we need to be. And that is passion. And I think that you are big on that passion. I think that's somewhere you need to be. That's somewhere that you want to be, is with passion. And to get that, it's going to take some modifications, first off. Modification is going to be to have both parties just supremely interested, supremely focused on what they need to do to make this work. A lot of times people are just like, I'm going to do the minimum. I'm going to do the minimum available. And, but I think that you deserve more than that. Christine, I think you deserve more than that. You want to find your passion. You will find your passion. And pursuing that passion is going to be the key. Is going to be the key. And that is your love message there. All right. What do we got going on next? We got Samantha with a new medications. Help me feel better. With a new medications, help me feel better. And for that one, we are going to use everybody's favorite, which is the Mons Tarot. It literally is everybody's favorite. I don't know anybody that doesn't like this deck. I'm just saying now. I don't know a person that does not like these cards. Lost 10 pounds. Celebrate with some brownies, some tacos, and some ice cream sundaes. I used to go to Sonic every day, and I would have a Reese's Blast. And I gained so much damn weight, I can't tell you. Actually, I can tell you, I topped out at 415 pounds. Okay. Samantha, will my new medications help me feel better? Two of Cups, Seven of Wands, the Magician. They make you paranoid. They make you a little bit paranoid. I'm not, okay, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor. Go see a doctor if you have questions about your medications. Bottom line, see the doctor, ask the doctor, the pharmacist. They know the facts. I know nothing. I'm a fat man that loves the Reese's Blast from Sonic. And I used to eat that every day. What do I know about medicine? Nothing. Zero. I know that the difference between Tylenol and Advil, and that's pretty much it. And I know how to take a pill. That's my medical training, is nothing. So see a doctor, ask them this question. They're going to be much better than me. That said, entertainment purposes only. Let's see about this. It makes you a little paranoid. It makes you a little bit paranoid. It makes you a little bit on edge, a little bit, not too much, but a little bit on edge, right? Two of Cups says it's good overall, though. It has a lot of benefits. It will make you feel better. That Two of Cups, that joining of forces together is key, and that's what you need. It will make you feel better, absolutely. Magician says that the doctor that gave that to you, the person that recommended this, knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They are great at what they do. They are the magician, the master of all their tools, and they know. They know. And they will get you the medication. It will make you feel better. A little bit on the edgy side, a little bit on the edgy side, a little bit. Not like that, you know, you're not going to freak out. Just a little bit on that edgy side. But yeah, there is that. But yeah, again, entertainment purposes only. So you already saw the doctor anyway. So there you go. Sunflower for Kathy. Kathy had a good question too. Let's zoom down to Kathy's question and find out about that. When my contractors finish the damn reading room, when will they finally finish? Because my house is dusty. I want a room to read. I like to read. I want a room to read in. And I can't do that with all the damn dust. All right, we're going to use the Housewives Tarot because reading is important. You know, I'm telling you, reading is fun. Reading is so fun. I have 300 something freaking books on my, oh, no. I have 350 books on my Audible, on just Audible. That's not on my Kindle. I probably have over 1,000 of books on my Kindle. Probably 1,000 on my Kindle. Okay, let's see. What's my latest read? I'm in a Brandon Sanderson kick. I have been for a while. It's some damn good books. Okay. Anyway, yeah. When will they finish this room? Page of Swords is not soon. Not soon. They're taking their time. They're running around with their tools. They seem to be a little bit of a neophyte or a newbie as they sort of get in there. And yeah, they're sort of cutting their way through the house. It seems like they don't know what the hell they're doing at some point. And you need them to know what they're doing. That's important. They need a better manager. They need the contractor supervisor to come in and say, what are you people doing? You look like the Three Stooges up in here. You look like the Three Stooges. There's Larry, Curly, and Moe. It just does not working. You need a supervisor to come in and take command and just get these people and just, come on, straighten up. Stop running around, straighten up. That's what they need to do. And that is going to help you a lot because then you have the King of Wands. You have a focused, fiery aspect. You have that king, focused, fiery aspect, getting things done. Getting things done is going to be key here. And once you have Mo sort of coming in and poking Curly in the eye or whatever they need to do, everything sort of cleans up a little bit. But they need some supervision because running around like this ain't working. They look silly and it's, you know what I'm saying. The Housewives Tarot. The Housewives Tarot knocked it out of the park on that one. Come on, give it up for the Housewives. That knocked it out of the park. And the last reading of the night, what does Nick think about me? Naya. Is it Naya or Naja? Or Naja? Is it Naja or Naya? I don't know. Let me know how to pronounce your name because I don't want to butcher people's name. That's an OCD thing of mine. I don't want to butcher people's name. I hate it when people butcher my name, and I don't want to do it to anybody else. So, I'm picky. I'm OCD. You knew this coming in. You knew I was OCD. Housewives Tarot knocked it out of the park, Doctor. Doctor, that Housewives Tarot, it didn't mess around. It just went straight to the Three Stooges reference. What does Nick think of me the last reading tonight? I'm just saying the Seven of Swords. Is this somebody that was there? Is Naja? Okay, thank you, Naja. Is somebody that was there before, it feels like. Somebody that was there before, sort of on a returning feel. There's some disappointment involved within the interaction, for sure. Six of Cups says that we can get it back to where we need it to be. Sure. Yeah, we can get it back to where we need it to be. But we need to approach it gently and like a scared cat. Have you ever, like a frightened cat, have you ever tried to catch a frightened cat? You know, they're a homeless cat. You're trying to get them to some place that's going to be warm and safe, or you're trying to adopt them off the street because you feel sorry for the damn cat, and they're scared. It's sort of have to approach this particular thing, right? The Six of Cups, that gentle, that giving, that good feeling, sort of that mixture that you sort of have to approach the situation with this particular person. Because the Page of Pentacles says they're very sort of wary of different things. They do have sort of challenges from their past. They do have issues sort of getting in things. And there is some disappointment, not only in the past, but some disappointment that they expect from certain interactions. And you don't really want to be that next bad interaction. So gently, smoothly, and with grace is how this is going to go. And that is going to sort of be how this works out in the end, because that's going to be one of the key components here for that. Anyway, Naja, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. And with that, we are wrapping up. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you. And we will see you tomorrow.